In this lesson, we'll learn how to create custom motion paths for our animations. Alright, so in the previous lesson, we kind of got our first glimpse into motion paths. And we used those motion paths to actually create sort of this animated navigation bar down here, as well as some of these slide-in client information sidebars. Now, at this point, let's go ahead and jump back up to page 1 here of our document. And I've got here a layer that's currently hidden in this document. It's actually called Cover Overlays. We'll go ahead and bring that in here. And if we go ahead and select all the information on that layer, you can see here that basically what I have are shapes that are the same color as our background that simply cover up these cover images that we have. And what I'd like to do is use these shapes to create an animated reveal sort of for each of these images. Now, if I wanted this reveal to sort of move in the same direction as these shapes here, we could play with the preset motion paths and try and get that to line up perfectly with this angle. But it would be much easier to just create our own motion path. When we think about motion paths, we need to understand that those are simply nothing more than a vector path. So any vector path we draw, we can actually convert that into a motion path. So let me go ahead and show you here. I'm going to go ahead, jump out of presentation mode, and let's go ahead and grab our direct selection tool. I'm going to come over here and click on the path here for this frame. Simply just click on it like that. I'm going to copy that and paste it into my page here. So we'll go ahead and just drag this new path. You can see basically I've just copied and pasted the path segment here. And I've got this new path segment. Let's come over here and kind of align this. I'm going to just kind of drag this over, kind of get the end lined up here with the center of our shape. And now to create our custom motion path, we need to select our vector path as well as the shape we're going to animate along that path. So I'll select my shape here, this first cover overlay, and let's jump over to the animation panel. We'll go into the panel flyout menu, and let's choose the convert to motion path option here. So as soon as I do that, you can see here that the path here that I had is actually turned green and is being used as a motion path for this particular shape. Now you can see that I have the animation proxy turned on, so we get that ghosted preview of where the shape is going to start, or where, in this case, where it's going to end. So let's come over here and open up the animation panel again. And let's see, we have this currently set to from current appearance. So we're going to animate it from its current appearance to here right now, and that's not quite far enough. Let's go ahead and actually increase the size of this motion path. I'm just going to select it here and zoom out a bit, and I'm going to hold down Shift and just scale that up here. We'll scale it up to right about there. Now when we select our animated object, we're not seeing that that animation proxy anymore. So I feel like this animation path is large enough. So let's go ahead and configure our animation. Let's come over here, and I don't want it to take 1 second to reveal this image. That's entirely too long. So I'm going to drop that down to about 1/4 second. And for speed, let's go ahead and set this to ease in and see what that looks like. And let's see, just kind of skimming over the rest of these options here. Let's go ahead and leave those alone. I'll just drag a marquee selection around the overlay image, or the overlay shape, the image underneath, and let's go ahead and preview that. Come over to the preview panel and hit play. And you can see here we're getting our nice little reveal on that shape. So basically we've created our first custom motion path based on one of those path segments that we copied and pasted. Now at this point I need to just simply kind of repeat this process. So let me just copy our path again, and I've just selected the motion path on this animated shape. I'll click off of that, and let's go ahead and paste it in. You can see when I paste it in, it comes in as a normal path. So I can now come over, drag this in, and we'll just position this here. Let's go ahead and create our custom motion path for this particular shape. There we go. We'll come in and paste in another path. Let's go ahead and paste in a few more here. I'll paste in one here. paste in another one. And we need one more, so there we go. All right, great. So now I'll just come in here and select the path and the object for each one of these. Now, I do want to make sure and not select the image underneath, so I'm going to be real careful not to select those. And let's go ahead and convert these to motion paths. And let's see here. All right, should have one left here. All right, that looks good. So I'm going to quickly come in here and make the same timing changes as far as the duration goes for these. And there we go. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and preview this page here. I'll just center that up in our window here, and I'll hit Control-Shift-Enter. Wait for InDesign, and well, that doesn't look bad. I think we need to kind of do something as far as which animation is occurring first here. Now this brings up a good point. We've got multiple animations that are set to be triggered by the same event, which is on page load for this particular page. So how do we control the timing of these animations? Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next lesson, and we'll begin looking at how we can control timing for our animations.